What's good, guys? Welcome back to another Shamshir Sound video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a project that I'm working on. It's called Hand of Zeus. It's got some Zeus vibes. It's got some big room kind of vibes, really big kick. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys a trick you can use with Fruity Reverb to just give your lead a little bit more ambiance in the background. It can work well to glue leads together. And what I mean, let me elaborate. A lot of times you'll have a lead that might be a little dry. You might be putting multiple layers into one send, and this trick will allow your lead to be a little bit more wet, but not in an obnoxious way. So instead, it will make the lead have a little bit more tail and give you a little bit more distance, a little bit more wetness, but not to take away from the dryness of the lead. So let me just solo the lead so you can hear it. Alright, so that's the lead, and the Fruity Reverb, I'm just going to play this project muted. Check this out. So Fruity Reverb is basically at 0% when the notes are playing, but anytime it's not, it kicks back up. Now, of course, you guys are probably like, hey, I've seen this method a bunch of times, right? The sidechain reverb. And yes, this is like sidechain reverb, but it's in a very subtle way, because what we're doing is we're just kind of enhancing the existing reverb. So if I play it back with Fruity Reverb turned off, and now I'll turn it on. So this will work wonders on tracks where like you're sending a lead, maybe you want a little bit more wetness, maybe you're sending multiple stuff, because ultimately the last reverb that you use is the deciding factor for the room that it's in. So even if you had a huge reverb on lead 1, a small reverb on lead 2, and they're all going to this lead send, the reverb that you use last will be the one that dictates kind of like that space and the ambiance that it's sitting within. So here I used a value of 2.8 seconds, so it's kind of like a Hall type of reverb. I didn't touch the color. I liked the brightness of it, but you can make it more dampened if you turn that up. The important thing with this is a decent enough of a decay and the low cut. So you don't want that too low, because then you're going to get a lot of muddiness and a lot of problematic frequencies in that 400, 300 range, and it'll kind of conflict with the kick. And the magic touch is take this knob and just link it to, I have it attached to the peak controller, and it's inverted. So I have it attached to this Fruity peak controller, and if we just have it muted, play it back, so you can see here, put the peak controller as the earliest that you can, so that you get as dry of that signal as you can. And what you'd want to do, I believe this is, you just want to play a little bit with the volume and the decay, such that you get it so that anytime that note is not playing, you get a nice whack of reverb. And when this is used like this, that way the difference is nominal, but it's enough to actually give kind of an enhanced experience of the sound. It just makes it have a little bit more room, has a little bit more ambiance. And if you have tracks where you feel like it's a little too dry, then this could be that sweet sauce to pour on top of your lead. Because the difference is subtle. It's audible difference, but it's not overwhelming of a difference. So let's check it out again. Turn that off. So overall, it gives a little bit more brightness from what I'm hearing, and it also gives a little bit more of a stereo width because of all that reverb punching through when the lead is not playing. It's just you want to be careful with peak controller that you do it right. So for instance, if I have volume here, it's not going to do it. I would crank volume all the way and play with the decay, such that you can get something where as the decay is lower, it's going to be a little bit more stricter, as you pull up the decay, it's going to give you a little bit more leeway for the reverb to play back. So essentially, this is just a tip, guys, for that you can put on your leads. If you're layering leads, or even if you have, like in this case, I just have two stuff going to this. There's just like two instruments, two massive instances going to this. And this will be a good way to glue your sound together and give a little bit more wetness. So that's about it. That's just a wrap up. So Fruity Reverb, make sure you're using peak controller on like very early in the mix chain. Crank up that volume up so that your beginning sound is going to be like, when it plays back, is going to be 0%. Play with the decay and make sure that the reverb, when you attach it to the peak, but make sure you invert it. So that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tip. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed and hit the notification bell. And I appreciate your guys's, what's the word? I appreciate you guys' time. I can't even talk today. Not going to cut that out. Hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.